Part 1. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 1. The end of the world has come. All people enter the digital age. Ding. It is detected that the host's indicators meet the standards, and the strongest card merchant system of the end times begins to load. Ding, the loading is successful. Fang Fan's expression suddenly became very different. The excitement he had just passed over has not been relieved, and he has caught up with the end of the world. The strongest card merchant system in the end of the world. Fang Fan's eyes showed a hint of surprise. It is completely normal for a normal person to experience such a drastic change for a while, and it is difficult to accept it. How come to the end of the world? And what is the card merchant system? What's the use? Fang Fan muttered to himself with a strange look on his face. Ding. This system can provide the host with all kinds of magical cards. Train the host to become the most powerful card tycoon in the universe. The host can sell the cards to others and get a 10% commission. For every 10 cards sold, a chance to draw an exclusive card will be awarded. At present, the system has opened black iron cards and bronze cards. One low-grade magic crystal is sold for black iron cards, and one mid-grade magic crystal is sold for bronze cards. Equivalent to 100 low-grade magic crystals. The higher the card level, the higher the probability of opening advanced items. Ding. The initial mission is open. Mission: sell 10 cards in 3 days. Success reward: unlocking newer cards of higher level. Failure penalty: obliterate the host. Remarks: as the most powerful card tycoon in the future, Sao Nian, keep working hard. Ding. The novice gift package has been issued. Ding. Open the novice gift pack and get Legion card 1, food card 1, and clear water card *1. Legion card: after opening, you can get an army. Food card: open to get food. Clean water card: after opening, you can get clean water. Fang Fan picked up the 3 cards, and his face couldn't help showing horror. He was sure that the voices in his head were real. He didn't dream, he really came to the end of the world. Phew, open the Legion card. Fang Fan's face was twisted for a while, and he also wanted to test its authenticity. Ding. The Legion card is open. Congratulations to the host for obtaining a team of Yellow Turban soldiers, the number *10. Yellow Turban Legion, evolvable. Number: 10 people. Commander: Guan Hai. Skills: typing Yaeshu, Yellow Turban Remnant Curse, Yellow Turban Yuan View. Loyalty: 80. A yellow light flickered, and Fang Fan suddenly showed 10 tall figures in front of him. They were wearing golden armor and a golden helmet. They were extremely mighty. Meet the Lord. 10 people knelt down at the same time. Fang Fan was stunned for a moment. Legion card: how can it really have such a miraculous effect? You are? Fang Fan asked with his gaze towards the tall black man who was kneeling at the front. The last General Guan Hai, join the Lord. Guan Hai's head was knocked on the ground, his face remained the same. Guan Hai: okay. The system honestly won't deceive me. As long as it comes, it's safe. That being the case, it's not impossible to break through in this apocalypse. Fang Fan's eyes showed a touch of excitement. Such a strange life may be more exciting. Bang bang bang. Laugh. There was a crashing sound outside the door. Fang Fan looked through the window, and saw that there were zombies with numb faces outside the window. The end of the world has come, and most of the people in this world have suddenly turned into zombies. The whole world has been paralyzed. Before, Fang Fan could only hide in the room and dare not make any changes, but now. Fang Fan glanced at the 10 yellow turban soldiers in front of him, then waved. Strangle the zombies. Break out. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 2. Following Fang Fan's order, the Yellow Turban Legion began to form an all-array under the leadership of Guan Hai and charged towards the outside. I saw the wide-backed war knives in their hands began to dance frantically, and the zombies near them were directly cut into two pieces. Kill! A loud shout sounded, and they began to break out from the house and attack the dozens of zombies in front of them. Fang Fan also picked up a slender watermelon knife in the house and rushed out with the yellow turbans. 10 yellow turbans fight against a zombie in pairs, and they can kill one in a few breaths. Fang Fan felt the powerful lethality formed by the yellow turbans, and his heart gradually settled down. Whizzing! A zombie covered in thick sores broke through the line of defense of the yellow turbans and attacked Fang Fan from the side. Fang Fan narrowed his eyes and took a deep breath subconsciously. Say no to nervousness, that's a lie. After all, this is the first time I have encountered these terrifying monsters. But Fang Fan is very clear that in the end times, if he can't overcome this fear, he is doomed to be destroyed. Kill! Fang Fan held the watermelon knife tightly in both hands, gritted his teeth, and slashed viciously towards the neck of the zombie in front of him. Puff! A puddle of fresh blood flowed out, the zombie's head was half hung on its neck, and then it was still doing the forward attack. Fang Fan's expression turned cold, he ducked back for a while, and then stabbed his neck again before he was officially slaughtered. At this moment, more than a dozen zombies in front of him have been slaughtered by the Yellow Turban Legion. Lord, kill a total of 17 zombies. In addition, 2 such crystals and a card were found. Guan Hai respectfully handed over the gains in his hands, and Fang Fan looked at everything in front of him with a thoughtful eye. Item, low-grade magic crystal. Introduction, it contains wonderful magic power. It falls from the dead body and can be used to absorb and improve oneself. Remarks, maybe you can use it to exchange for a lowest level black iron card. Item, blank card. Introduction, a card that has not been engraved with any magic power and looks bland. Note, the texture is good, maybe you can use it for graffiti. With a scrutinizing gaze, Fang Fan knew the functions of the 2 items in front of him almost instantly. Low-grade magic crystals can be used to improve one's own strength, and can also be used to draw cards from the system. As for the blank card, it doesn't seem to be unusual at all. Since killing these zombies can open up blank cards, does it mean that some other precious cards can also be opened? For example, a Legion card like the Yellow Turban Legion? Fang Fan is quite moved. Although he has obtained the so-called the strongest card merchant system in the end times, it is clear that at a glance, all of them are zombies. Even if he uses this golden finger, he can't use it. Go to the dormitory over there. In order to verify his conjecture, Fang Fan needs to slaughter more zombies. Fang Fan glanced at the dormitory building in the distance. The place he was in was a school. After the end of the world, most of the students became zombies. There is no shortage of zombie resources here. Attack! Fang Fan excitedly took a few steps forward, leading the yellow turbans to continue advancing. Bang bang bang! Huh, the card exploded. After continuing to slaughter dozens of zombies, Fang Fan stepped forward excitedly and picked up the cards dropped by the zombies. Item, weapon card. Ammo Deo, a carefully forged weapon that still looks sharp. Note, this may be a Dragon Slayer sword. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 3. Fang Fan looked at his new weapon with satisfaction. It was about 2 meters long and about 10 pounds. It was quite handy, at least much more decent than the previous watermelon knife. And because the length is longer than ordinary weapons, it can also bring a great safety factor. 1 inch long, 1 inch strong. Fang Fan held a mo knife and led the yellow turbans to continue cleaning the dormitory area. He found that there were few survivors in the entire dormitory area, at least not after he cleaned 2 floors. Although Fang Fan felt sad for them, he also knew that this was the cruelty of the end times. Lord, a group of zombies rushed towards us. At least 200. Guan Hai had just cut off the head of a zombie, and turned to Fang Fan's ear and said with concern. 200 zombies, the number is a bit too many. Although the Yellow Turban Legion is powerful, it is impossible to match 10 against one another. Fang Fan roughly estimated that each Yellow Turban soldier can now fight 3 zombies, no more, there may be casualties. As the leader, Guan Hai might be stronger, but at most 10 Yellow Turbans can fight against 50 or fewer zombies. There's a cafeteria over there, it should be that our movement was too loud, attracting all the zombies in the cafeteria. Fang Fan frowned, and he understood in an instant. Let's retreat to the top floor, don't fight zombies, go to the top floor to set up defenses. Fang Fan breathed a sigh of relief. They had just cleaned up 2 floors of zombies and were fighting fiercely on the 3rd floor, while the entire dormitory building had 6 floors. They needed to break through the zombie cluster on the 3rd floor and then rush to the top floor. If you are stuck on the 3rd floor, when the 200 zombies outside rushed in, the zombies in the dormitory rushed down again. Under the 2-phase attack, Fang Fan couldn't run away if he wanted to. Rush. Fang Fan took a breath and rushed up first. Guan Hai led the Yellow Turban Legion to escort Fang Fan and fought fiercely with the oncoming zombies. Boom. Stab. The Yellow Turban Legion began to suffer casualties. The 2 Yellow Turban soldiers were bitten by the zombies on their arms, and they were immediately dripping with blood. Come on. Don't delay. Fang Fan's complexion changed, and he became even more mad when he saw that the zombies felt the human blood. Feeling the top floor, Fang Fan split open the closed thick wooden door, and then let the Yellow Turban soldiers deploy defense here. This door is not big, only 2 zombies can come in crowded. All the Yellow Turban soldiers, take out your bows and arrows, stand 20 meters away, and start sniping wildly. Guan Hai, you are ready to respond at any time. If there are too many zombies rushing in, you will kill them immediately. Fang Fan held the mo knife with a solemn look on his face. Something went wrong this time. I thought that the brave soldiers of the Yellow Turban Legion were there, and they could slaughter zombies and collect magic crystals and cards in a leisurely manner. But now it seems, far less simple than imagined. The end times are already showing their cruelty with blood. What? There was a cry of pain, and I saw that the 2 Yellow Turban soldiers who had been bitten by the zombies were now blue-green, their lips were purple, and the location of the wound began to rot rapidly. It's corpse poison. Before you lose consciousness, cut yourself off. Guan Hai coldly issued a military order, meaning to let them commit suicide before the corpse turned into a dead body. The zombies are attacking. Comprehensive defense. Divine system of the strongest card supplier in the end times, Doomsday strongest card supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 4. Fang Fan concentrated his mental power, and the zombies downstairs had already rushed up the door. The 2 Yellow Turban soldiers who were bitten by the zombies were directly blocking the front of the team at the moment, as if they hoped to play their greatest role before they were completely transformed into corpses. The remaining 8 Yellow Turban soldiers, including Guan Hai, took out the Yellow Turban bows behind them, pulled the Yellow Turban bows into a full moon shape, and then shot with all their might. Swoosh swish. One after another arrows were shot out, because the shooting distance was relatively close, and the arrows only needed to be focused on the threshold, so they could basically be hit. However, this kind of zombies, unless they hit the heart and head and cut off their energy source, they will still attack without fear of death. The zombies at the door were killed little by little, and even if a few fish escaped the threshold, they would be killed immediately by Guan Hai. Everything seemed to be developing as it should have been discovered. Lord, our arrows are gone. Guan Hai's face was very ugly. Each of them only had 50 arrows on them, and these arrows would automatically recover every day. But if you want to wait until the arrows automatically recover, you will have to wait until tomorrow. As for now, it's really out of ammunition and food. Fang Fan glanced at the zombies that were still coming up endlessly, and his face instantly became calm. Once the remote support is lost, when these zombies attack, consumption can consume them to death. Up to now, there are almost 200 or 300 zombies, but only 2 of those cards have been opened. An empty card, a weapon card. The drop rate of this card is really low. But I have accumulated nearly 30 of these magic crystals. Fang Fan breathed a sigh of relief. At this moment, he suddenly thought of his strongest card merchant system. According to the regulations of the system, the lowest level black iron card only needs 1 low-grade magic crystal. And Fang Fan can only afford the lowest card draw now. Exchange 25 black iron cards. Fang Fan whispered in his heart, and 25 cards made of black iron appeared in front of him. Blank card. Blank card. It's still blank. It's not blank, it's a food card, it's useless. This is the Shimizu card. After opening 24 cards one after another, Fang Fan got 3 food cards, 1 clear water card, and 1 healing card. Fang Fan's face turned dark. Isn't this dog system too dark? In order to save this magic crystal, he killed hundreds of zombies. Last piece. Made, is on. Item, Legion card. Fang Fan's lips were trembling up and down. What a hard one. If there is another Yellow Turban Legion card, the combat power will be doubled. He is also sure to rush out. Open. Gothic Musketeers Legion, evolvable. Number, 12. Commander, Hans. Skills, Rain of Bullets, Rapid Fire Triple Combo, Iron Wool. Loyalty, 80. The corners of Fang Fan's mouth rose slightly, and he suddenly breathed a sigh of relief. Desperate to survive. What he needs now is this long-range unit. Hans, lead the Gothic Musketeers into battle, shoot at will. Fang Fan looked at the young man with brown hair in front of him, and also gave the order to attack. Follow your orders. Lord. Rapid fire triple combo. Bang bang bang. Only 3 consecutive gunshots were heard, and 36 bullets poured out, directly smashing the narrow roof gate into a sieve. Divine system of the strongest card supplier in the end times, Doomsday strongest card supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 5. The Yellow Turbans come forward for melee combat, and the Gothic Musketeers will kill them at will. After Fang Fan issued the battle order, he rushed forward with the Mo Deo in his hand, and together with the Yellow Turban soldiers, he assumed the responsibility of the front row. The battle was fierce, with the 12 Gothic Musketeers firing their roaring rage in succession. The Yellow Turbans, led by Guan Hai, also fought heroically in the front row. Peace requires surgery. Guan Hai gave an order, and saw that he and the Yellow Turban soldiers each had a layer of yellow light added to their bodies, and their skin was glowing with bronze light. Yellow Turban Yuan Bu. After performing the Taiping Yao Shu, Guan Hai continued to display a commanding skill. Those Yellow Turban soldiers, who were originally cumbersome, seemed to have suddenly received divine help, and repeatedly escaped the deadly attacks of zombies. The battle is continuing, and the zombies are being slaughtered little by little. 10 minutes later, after Hans, the leader of the Gothic Musketeers, used the skill of a hail of bullets, the last batch of zombies was completely killed. Lord, we killed 700 or 800 zombies. We won. Guan Hai was also extremely tired at the moment, and after using several commanding skills one after another, He also fell into a period of fatigue. "Everyone, you've worked hard." Fang Fan wiped the blood on his face. 4 of the 10 yellow turban soldiers were seriously injured at the moment, and 2 of them were on the verge of going mad because they had been bitten by zombies before. Ouch! The yellow turbans let out a roar like a beast, and Fang Fan's face instantly became heavy. As for Guan Hai, he was already wiping the sword aside. Seeing what he meant, he wanted to get rid of them before they were completely transformed into corpses, which could be regarded as letting them rest in peace. Fang Fan silently picked up the card handed over by Hans. Item: Serum Card. Introduction: it can be used to treat wounds left by zombies and prevent corpses from changing. Remarks: this is God's mercy for the weak. Fang Fan's originally cloudy eyes suddenly scattered. Guan Hai, stop. Fang Fan stepped forward before, holding the sword that Guan Hai was about to drop in his right hand. Because he was in a hurry, Fang Fan's right hand collided with the sword in Guan Hai's hand, and blood immediately shot out. My lord, I should be damned. Guan Hai's complexion changed greatly, and he quickly dropped his sword and knelt down on the ground. It's okay, just a little hurt. They don't have to die. Fang Fan's face showed excitement, and what he cared about was still this. Lord, I know you are merciful, but they are contaminated. Killing them now is also a relief. Guan Hai lowered his head, his face gradually congested. As a commander, it was naturally heartbreaking to kill his own soldiers. We have serum cards. There are just 2 serum cards here. Fang Fan directly opened the 2 serum cards, and 2 bottles of serum liquid were displayed in front of everyone. Fang Fan did it himself, and directly instilled the 2 yellow turban soldiers who had been bitten by zombies. At a speed visible to the naked eye, their rotting wounds began to gradually return to their proper blood-red color, the disgusting stench on them gradually dissipated, and the violent nature they were trying to suppress began to disappear. Although the wound was not immediately intact, the toxins from the zombies had been removed. With the serum card, we don't have to be afraid of being contaminated by zombies. Fang Fan watched the 2 yellow turban soldiers in front of him gradually recover, with a comfortable smile on his face. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 6. Thank you Lord for the grace of regeneration. The 2 yellow turban soldiers knelt down immediately with excited expressions on their faces. These soldiers who came out of the Legion cards are all living flesh and blood people, they are not dolls, they have their own feelings. How could they not feel Fang Fan's concern for them at this moment? Guan Hai looked at Fang Fan for a few seconds, and finally swallowed the tears in his eyes. Ding! Get the gratitude of Guan Hai, the leader of the yellow turbans, and all the yellow turbans, loyalty add 20, and achieve the achievement of Die Loyalty. Yellow Turban Legion, evolvable. Number, 10 people. Commander, Guan Hai. Skills, Typing Yaeshu, Yellow Turban Remnant Curse, Yellow Turban Yuan View. Loyalty, 100, Deadly Loyal. Fang Fan sighed lightly, these are his soldiers. They are all existences that were born and died with him. If there were not these brave yellow turban soldiers and Gothic musketeers, he would have become one of those zombies long ago. They called Fang Fan the master, and he was the master, so why didn't Fang Fan share hardships and progress with them? I see AO, where did the gunshots come from? The army came to save us? We are saved. That's not right, look at you, who are those people, why are they dressed so strangely? A few surviving students from the 2nd class of the German department hid in the classroom, looking at the strangely dressed people outside, with a strange look on their faces. When the disaster happened, most of them became zombies. Fortunately, it was at the end of the get out of class at the time, and only a few of them stayed in the class and survived. They blocked the doors and windows and kept themselves silent as much as possible. Under the organization of the squad leader, Chen Buletin, they managed to survive until now. In their hands they held the dismantled table legs and their own telescopic knives. Just now, a zombie rushed in. In a panic, they gathered together to kill the zombie, but they also paid the price of killing and injuring 2 people. The shed blood attracted more zombies, and in order to survive, they threw the dead companion out of the window. And those zombies were still lingering there, unwilling to leave. Under the strong pressure of Chen Buletin's bullet, he forcibly threw the companion who had been bitten by the zombies. In the beginning, there was a lot of controversy. But as it turned out, he was right. After these zombies had eaten the 2 corpses, they left contentedly, and they survived. And now, it seems that there are new zombies smelling the blood in their classroom and trying to break in. Chen Buletin held the card in his hand and a crystal emitting a ghostly light and fell into contemplation. The lettering on the card is recognizable, food card. And when the crystal is held in the hand, it will feel very comfortable and can feel the increase in strength. Apocalypse, everything has changed. These bizarre cards and crystals are the proof. And those special people outside the door who are bravely slaughtering zombies, must not be accidental. Infantry in yellow armor, gunner in black combat uniform. There's someone there. A sharp-eyed female classmate shouted, attracting everyone's attention. The so-called people are actually people in normal attire. As for these gunmen wearing yellow armor and black combat uniforms, in their eyes, they can only be regarded as an alternative. He is so powerful. How dare he fight those zombies? Those warriors in fancy clothes actually fought with him at the core. Who is he? Divine system of the strongest card supplier in the end times, Doomsday strongest card supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 7. Guan Hai, Hans, clean up the zombies in front of you and evacuate immediately. Fang Fan glanced around and cleaned the battlefield along the way. Help, help us. There was a cry for help in his ears. Fang Fan turned his head in surprise, and saw a few figures in a classroom with the windows and doors closed. The sound came from within. Fang Fan kicked open the small door of the classroom. There were 7 or 8 students inside, staring at him anxiously. Save us, let's go with us, we are all students of the School of Foreign Languages, you are amazing, you can definitely save us. A soft and cute female voice came into his ears. Fang Fan followed the source of the sound and saw a little girl who looked very kawaii was blinking and praying at him. Fang Fan's face was cold and there was no emotional change. These are students, all real people. Looking at their appearance, it is obvious that they have never really fought zombies. With them, this is a bunch of cumbersome. Not only will it not increase the combat power of his subordinates, but it will hold him back. Fang Fan still has to draw a limited number of troops to protect them. Almost instantly, Fang Fan made a decision. I'm sorry, I can't help you. The end of the world is here, you can only save yourself. Fang Fan's expression was unusually cold, not because he was cold-blooded, but because he had to do it. I want to know, why are you so powerful? Who are these people around you? Chen Buletin took a step. He did not pray like the others, his mind suddenly became very clear. He was well aware of their situation now. He slaughtered a zombie just now, and dropped a food card and a spar that exudes ghostly light. Maybe there is a connection? Have you killed zombies? Fang Fan's eyes glanced over, and he looked at the young man in front of him. How do you know? Chen Buletin raised his head, a little curious. What you are holding in your hand are cards and magic crystals from slaughtering zombies. There are many kinds of cards, including food cards, water cards, legion cards, etc. These warriors are drawn from the legion card. If you are lucky enough, You can open the Legion card. Fang Fanduo explained 2 sentences. Although he could not bring them with him, it was understandable to remind him 2 sentences. Unfortunately, this is a food card. Chen Buletin shook his head, a little regretful. I can draw such cards here, a black iron card, a low-grade magic crystal, a bronze-grade card, a middle-grade magic crystal. You are holding a low-grade magic crystal. If you are lucky enough, you may be able to open some treasures in the black iron card. Fang Fan suddenly noticed the initial task hanging on the system panel. Mission: sell 10 cards in 3 days. Success reward: unlocking newer cards of higher level. Failure penalty: obliterate the host. Remarks: as the most powerful card tycoon in the future, Cao Nian, keep working hard. The 3-day deadline, more than half a day has passed. Not a single card was sold. No matter how small the mosquitoes are, they still have meat. Can you sell me cards? Do you have a lot of cards? Can't run out. Chen Buletin's eyes widened. He needed to re-examine the man in front of him. This guy, it's terrible. Divine system of the strongest card supplier in the end times, Doomsday strongest card supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 8. This is not what you need to pay attention to. Are you choosing to exchange, or give up? Fang Fan's face was cold, and he tried to improve his style as much as possible. Grinding and chirping, he has to go to sweep the zombie group. I want to exchange. Almost instantly, Chen Buletin made a decision. The mysterious and powerful man in front of him made him feel unmatched. I want to remind you that this kind of card may open various cards. It may be just an empty card, or it may be the food card in your hand, or it may be a powerful Legion card. Are you sure you want to continue? Fang Fan believes that he is not a profiteer, and he has to say anything in advance. I'm sure. Chen Buletin nodded resolutely. He knew very well that if Fang Fan wanted to kill him, he only needed one thought, and he didn't need to deceive him on this matter. This is your black iron card, open it yourself. Fang Fan collected the magic crystal, and then handed over the card, very calm. Chen Buletin's thoughts moved, and the black iron card was opened, revealing his true face. Qingzhou soldiers, not evolvable. Number, 10 people. Commander, Cao Hong. Skills, King's Whose Anger, Strong Blood. Fang Fan's mouth twitched. What kind of fairy luck is this? The lowest level black iron card, and a Legion card is opened. Want to be so arrogant? Fang Fan's eyes showed a gloomy and uncertain look. Ding. Warn the host, don't have unrealistic ideas. In order to maintain the reputation of the system, the host is not allowed to snatch the sold cards and other dirty actions. At a critical time, the dog system stood up. Fang Fan breathed a sigh of relief. Is he this kind of person? His integrity, but it's very valuable. It's just a Legion card, it's so precious. He killed so many zombies, and he never issued a Legion card. The Yellow Turban Legion and the Gothic Musketeer Legion are still from the system. From this, the value of this Legion card can also be foreseen. However, Fang Fan also noticed that the introduction of this kind of Legion card specially added the 4 big characters non-evolutionary. Take a look at the introductions of the Yellow Turbans and the Gothic Musketeers, both of which are marked with evolvable. Does it mean that these are a little bit more arrogant? The Evolutionary Legion can be upgraded with special cards. The upgraded Legion will be stronger. At the critical moment, the dog system answered Fang Fan's question. If it looks like this, it seems to be pretty good. You are lucky, you have issued a Legion card. Seek yourself for more blessings, goodbye by fate. Fang Fan handed the Qingzhou Army Corps card to Chen Buletin, then turned and left. Been here long enough. He needs to continue to find more zombies and continue to expand his power. The current power, not enough. The initial mission requires the sale of 10 cards within 3 days, and now there are still 9. Initial mission, 10% completion. Number of cards sold, 1. Number of exclusive cards drawn, 0.1. Fang Fan shook his head, he has a long way to go. According to the regulations of the system, if he sells a black iron card and a low-grade magic crystal, he can draw 10%, which is 1/10 of the low-grade magic crystal. Then you can save 1/10 of the exclusive card drawing opportunity. Start clearing the streets over there, I need more cards. Well, more clients are needed. Fang Fan shook his head and led the Yellow Turban Legion and the Gothic Musketeer Legion to continue to attack. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 9. This dog zombie, something is wrong, be careful. Fang Fan frowned and stared at the 7 or 8 bulldogs lined up in front of him. At the end of the world, it is not only people who become zombies, but also all kinds of animals. Hula la. Boom. A bulldog zombie took the lead, and it looked like a Chinese pastoral dog. It opened its ferocious canine teeth and was extremely agile. It rushed to the front of the yellow turbans with extreme speed and directly gnawed at one of the yellow turbans. What? So fast. Name, mutated canine zombie. Characteristic, extraordinarily agile. Level, 1 star. Fang Fan's complexion suddenly changed, and he actually encountered a mutant zombie. It was only a day after the end of the world, and mutant zombies came out. And the 1-star combat power is obviously something that Fang Fan and the others have never had. Gothic Musketeers. Shoot. Yellow Turban Soldiers. Guard. Fang Fan gave an order, and the 12 Gothic Musketeers aimed their guns at the keen mutant dog zombie, but unfortunately, they missed it. In the past, when these Gothic Musketeers shot, they basically hit 9 out of 10. Boom. Lord. I hit it. Hans let out a happy cry, and in a split second, his complexion changed drastically. His bullet just hit the front leg of the mutant dog zombie, but the bullet never penetrated the mutant dog zombie's bones at all, but left a small wound on its front leg. This mutant agility dog zombie should be known for its agility, but its defense is so strong, it's unimaginable. Focus on his waist. When Fang Fan saw a yellow turban soldier shoot him in the waist, the mutant dog zombie suddenly let out a loud cry. The weakness of the wolf is the waist, the iron head and tofu waist are the characteristics of the wolf. This wolf is the ancestor of the dog, and the characteristics are similar. Fang Fan stepped forward and attacked with a Mo Deo. Under the leadership of Guan Hai, the Yellow Turban Legion blocked the front and blocked it with war knives. The Gothic Musketeers were shooting frantically under the leadership of Hans. Fortunately, among the dog zombies on the opposite side, there is only one mutant dog zombie. Under the frantic strangulation, all the other canine zombies were killed, but the mutant dog zombie jumped up and down. Although he suffered a lot of trauma, he still looked very fierce. Boom. Tear. Another yellow turban soldier was devoured, and another round of ammunition bombarded it. Guan Hai took the opportunity to swing his sword and slashed at the waist of the mutant dog zombie. Click. Stab. Cut it right in the middle. Brown blood was everywhere. My lord, a total of 8 canine zombies were slaughtered, and one of them was a mutant zombie. I also got 2 magic crystals and 2 cards, the cards fell from that mutant zombie. Also, we seriously injured 3 brothers. Guan Hai dealt with the battlefield a little and reported the results. Corresponding to the results of the battle, it was heavy damage. Recover well. Fang Fan sighed, this battle was too brutal. Fortunately, I only encountered one mutant zombie. What if the 8 just now were all mutant zombies? Now I'm afraid he has been torn up, right? We must strengthen our strength as soon as possible. Fang Fan clenched his fists, this feeling became more and more urgent. Fang Fan's eyes are fixed on the card in his hand, this is the source of power. Divine system of the strongest card supplier in the end times, Doomsday strongest card supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 10. Item, Healing Card. Introduction, it can be used to treat injuries. This is one of the most important strategic resources in the end times. Note, if you were to die, it might save your life. Item, Promotion Card. Introduction, it can be used to upgrade the Legion rank. Note, if you have enough promotion cards, maybe you can have a magic weapon. There is nothing wrong with the healing card. Fang Fan threw it to Guan Hai at will, and asked him to use it first for the seriously injured soldiers, and it seemed to work very well. As for the promotion card, can you promote the Legion? Fang Fan was immediately moved. Promote the Yellow Turban Legion. Fang Fan's thoughts moved, and the promotion card in his hand turned into flying smoke. Ding! The Yellow Turban Legion was promoted to become the Yellow Turban Warrior Legion. Yellow Turban Legion, evolvable. Level, 1 star. Number, 10 people. Commander, Guan Hai. Skills, Typing Yaeshu, Yellow Turban Remnant Curse, Yellow Turban Yuan View. Loyalty, 100, Deadly Loyal. Fang Fan's eyes suddenly lit up, the Yellow Turban Legion? In the introduction of the attribute panel, there is also a level introduction. 1-star Army. Every Yellow Turban Lux has 1-star strength. Doesn't it mean that they are all at the same level as the mutant dog zombie before? With the advancement of the Legion level, the injured Yellow Turban warriors also suddenly recovered from their injuries, and the armor and stomach on their bodies became more gorgeous and perfect, and it was obvious that Guan Hai's chest muscles had grown a lot. Originally, what I was carrying was a simple hunting bow, which was very simple, but now it is also a shotgun instead of a gun. The sword in hand has also become sharper. Thank you, Lord, for the gift. Guan Hai and a group of Yellow Turban warriors knelt down immediately, their faces full of excitement and excitement. For soldiers like them, what is more gratifying than the promotion of strength? Hans and a group of Gothic musketeers on the side looked envious, but Hans did not mean to be jealous. He knew very well that the Yellow Turban Legion was the first to follow the Lord, and had made the most contributions, and it was understandable to be rewarded now. Well, you can continue to work hard, there are still many opportunities like this. Fang Fan glanced at the direction of the Gothic Musketeers Corps, and was very satisfied with their envious but not jealous attitude. It is good to be motivated, but there must be no persecution. Big brother, Wang Meizi and the others have gone too far this time. Mad. All of our brothers who stayed in the building have been killed. All our supplies have been robbed. Brother, if you want me to tell you, just fight Wang Meizi and the others. Killing one is enough, killing two to earn one. It's his mother's humiliation for this. You can't just be so useless. That's right. I'd rather die in battle. I can't be so useless. In the jungle, a dozen or so strong men gathered together with sad expressions on their faces. They just swept a circle of zombies from the outside, obtained some supplies, and just about to carry them back, but they learned that the base area was occupied. Wang Meizi is declaring war on me. All of you calm down. Can we just beat him? Don't forget. He has an army in his hands. One of those soldiers can beat you 3 or 5, so you go up, it's the food delivery. Isn't he just relying on this advantage to dare to do this? This matter has to be considered in the long run.